Hey everyone, Pesmori here and welcome to Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane, Part 2. We arrived back at the McCoy Tavern. Luckily for you, the Inquisition set up a teleportation circle there. Does it work when enemies are close by? With that circle, you could magically teleport between the capital and the crime scene instantaneously. Okay, hold on, this music. Oh gosh. It's miles better than having to travel by carriage. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Commander White notices you enter the tavern. Okay. It looks like he's working with the Knights to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, sorry man. It's me. You know, I'm the reason that you're actually working instead of being corrupt. Sorry, bruh. Sorry. I'm the defense attorney in this case. I have just as much right to investigate this crime scene as you do. Yeah, whatever. But remember, I got my eye on you, kid. Present? Like... I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about the case. As if I'd like to help you. I saw who your boss is, and I know what you're up to. Now what sent you here to con me? What? I'm just looking for some information. A likely story. He was cooperative before when he let you see Celeste. Why is he being so stubborn now? I mean, Tyrion did make him actually work. Yeah, he doesn't like actually working, but to be honest, who does? Is he angry that you embarrassed him at the court today? In any case, you won't get anywhere at this rate. If you want his help, you'll need to persuade him through an argument. Okay. Yeah, man. Okay. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing, so... It's a painting of a mage, and there's some text on it. Samala... What? Oh gosh, is a name. Samala Dagliana. A legendary practitioner of the arcane arts. He mysteriously disappeared one day. It's one day, but whatever. It is rumored he was developing a formula for a new transmutation spell. However, he was negligent in casting the spell, and Guy quickly lost control in its magic. His body was never found. Many speculate he didn't die during the accident, but if it's true, where did he go? Sounds like a cautionary tale against using magic. That might explain why Flintheart kept it in his tavern. It's a painting of a man in a suit. There's some text on it. Oh my god, these names. Adam Evley, politician of the Pedantic. What the hell is that? I've heard of this guy. He's some kind of politician from one of the nations west of here. I heard he's pretty much a shoo-in to win whatever election they have going there. An election? Was Flintheart studying democracies for his revolution? Democracies. There's a modern-looking lamp mounted on the wall. It's a lamp powered by artificery? I didn't expect to find something this sophisticated in a town like this. Bah! Artificery is just another form of magic. Actually, artificery draws from surrounding ether too. I didn't ask for a science lesson, kid. Anyway, look where artificery got these folks. War. The arcane power cell broke, and they hadn't had any power for weeks. Yep, nothing can beat good old oil and flame. Okay, boomer. Okay, yeah. The Inquisition lit some candles, but there's a lamp right there. I wonder why they're not using those instead. There's a chalk outline of a person on the ground in the tavern. This is probably where Flintheart died. Nah, bro, what do you mean? They just drew that there for fun. The outline matches the picture that the Inquisition took, but not present to the lawyer. Because reasons. Nothing seems out of place here. There's a broken bottle on the floor. It's shattered close to the chalk outline of the body. The label has the words lotus juice on it. Never heard of that brand before. Must be foreign. I didn't see that because this was blocking it. Oh, okay. I wonder what lotus juice is. It's definitely not a drink I've heard of. Must be some kind of imported brand. This place has been without power for about a week. I wonder if there's any information I can infer from that. They've been using candles to keep the place lit. This is exactly why you can't rely on magic. Okay. Commander White, you seem to speak negatively about my client's magic. Do you have a personal grudge against mages? You damn right I do. Wow, you didn't even try to deny it. And if you have any sense, you would too. All a mage has to do is wave their hand and say some magic nonsense. Then you suddenly have a dead body on the ground. I mean, you could do that even without magic, you know, except you wield a weapon, I guess. I don't know if this is going too far, but why join the Inquisition if you hate mages so much? Considering the fact that my job is to sweep the nobility's crimes under the rug. Sorry, I didn't mean to insinuate. No, you have the right of it. Anytime a noble is involved in a case, I'm ordered to look the other way. Corruption, my favorite. You don't seem very happy to do that. Why do you stay in this line of work? Because every once in a while, I'm allowed to put a criminal mage behind bars. We can't go after the nobles, but any other mage is fair game. So in other words, spare the rich, jail the poor. Okay, got it. Or at least, they were before your boss showed up. Yeah, man. Your boss? Does he have something against Miss Timora? So, what does the Arcane Inquisition do exactly? And are they Spanish? You trying to pick a fight with me? No, I'm just genuinely curious. Well, I'm sure you already know, but us Inquisitors investigate crimes that involve magic. Do crimes like this happen often? Nah, maybe once in a blue moon. But the moon is never blue. Ah, whatever. It makes sense. Most mages are the nobility after all. Even if they're untouchable, they don't make a habit of getting into trouble with the law. Must an easy job then. Must be an easy job then. You got that right. The only reason we exist is to clean up the nobility's messes. He doesn't seem that happy about it. Ooh, there's more. Ruby Tamora. I have to ask, did something happen between you and Miss Tamora? Ha! Miss Tamora. What are you, her lackey? Actually, she's my guardian. Ooh. Oh. I didn't know she even had a... Look, kid. I don't know what the deal is between you two, but no good will ever come from associating with her. This is about the rumors, isn't it? There are several insidious rumors surrounding Miss Tamora. She's been accused of forgery, blackmail, and all manner of illegal activities. It's clearly misinformation spread by the nobles to discredit her. But you can't help but get angry on her behalf. It's more than just rumors. I've seen it for myself. That woman is evil, kid. She defends mages who don't have the protection of nobility. She's not evil. She's a hero. Yeah, whatever. He seems unusually hostile towards you. And you have a feeling it's not just because you embarrassed him in court today. If you can clear up this misunderstanding, you might be able to convince him to help you. Let's start the beef. Alright, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Do you have a problem with me, Commander White? You should know exactly what my problem is with you. I saw exactly who you work for. Do I have to spell it out for you? Ah, thank you for spelling it out for me. Or does your boss not tell you what she gets up to? What the hell is elocute? Okay, not always one using hard evidence. Yeah, I use soft evidence sometimes. Sometimes you need to what the hell is this word? Convince your opponent that the claim is wrong. When prompted for an elocution, choose one of 3 possible responses. The correct response will be blah 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 whatever. Nope. Doesn't matter how you feel about me or Miss Tamora. What matters is that my client deserves a fair trial with fair representation. All I'm trying to do is give it to her. I've seen that woman do all kinds of shady shit in the cases I worked. Forgery, bribery, blackmail, you name it. I bet you're just the same. Successor for the devil of defense attorneys. I'm not Ruby Tamora. It doesn't matter if the rumors are true or not. Regardless of what you've seen her do, I'm going to run an honest case. Look, kid. I'd like nothing more than to believe you. But after everything I've seen her do, I know better. Anyone taught by that woman can't be anything more than a crook. Her way of teaching me was ruthless. I'll give you that. But the only thing that she taught me was how to practice law. Have you seen me engage in any crook-like behavior? Oh ho ho, I got you now. You just want some info, right? Yeah, that's all I'm asking for. Alright, I'll answer your questions. Just don't make me regret this. Yay. This probably goes without saying, but I don't believe the sword is the murder weapon. Right. I guess you have proof that someone else put the sword there. Did the Inquisition find anything suspicious on the scene? If you're asking if we found another bloody weapon lying around? No. That would be a little too convenient, wouldn't it? But let's say that the girl really is being framed. If there was another murder weapon, the killer probably walked out with it. Do you think they could have hidden it somewhere in the tavern? Doubt it. After the trial, Steelwind turned the place upside down and scanned it with her magic. If someone did hide a murder weapon there, they hid it well. Or they hid it in plain sight. I can't believe you made such an obvious mistake during the investigation. Oh, shut it with that. I already got an earful from Steelwind about that mess. Well, you don't have to worry about me mucking up things again. Oh wait, no. Whatever. Steelwind's basically taken over the entire investigation. Wait, does she have the authority to do that? Normally, she wouldn't, but I know better than to go against orders. From a noble. There's definitely a strange power dynamic between them. But honestly, the girl sweats the details too much. She even had my men draw up a scaled map of the crime scene. Huh? Really? You have a copy? Sure, knock yourself out. Don't know how much good it'll do. Okay. I heard that it was Prosecutor Steelwind's first trial. She must be pretty talented if that's true. Pain in my ass is what she is. That damn noble comes in here telling me how to do my job. I honestly have no idea what she's even doing in this line of work. I heard that she's from a renowned noble house. She must be a pretty powerful mage. Ha! Powerful is an understatement. Any one of the Steelwinds could turn this entire town into a glass crater. What? No way that's true, right? You think you found everyone that you can here? But what does it all mean? There's no murder weapon to be found, no obvious evidence of a third party at the scene. Hey, you alright? You got quiet all of a sudden. Alright, focus, concentrate, close your eyes, let everything else disappear from the world. Hey, listening? So, there's no clear evidence pointing to another killer. There is, however, evidence pointing There is blah blah blah. There is, however, evidence pointing to how Flintheart moved before his death. Huh? There's no blood trail leading to or from the body. What does this imply about the location of Flintheart's death? Yeah. Flintheart died where he was attacked. He didn't move from his position at all. Yeah, I guess you're right. There's also the autopsy report, which says that he died from a stab from behind. He was probably caught off guard and was too incapacitated to move anywhere else. Which means that the attack happened at the exact position he fell over. There's also the shattered bottle of lotus juice. I doubt it means anything, but the shattered bottle is right next to the body. Flintheart dropped the bottle when he was attacked. From that, we can infer he was holding it the moments before he was attacked. What's so strange about one bottle, though? It may seem like an insignificant detail, but that detail could help me infer other elements of what happened during the murder. Right. There's also the fact that the artificery lights were out. Were these candles here when you arrived at the crime scene, Orin? No, we had to light some so we could see the crime scene properly. We thought it was weird too. The girl and her father must have had their argument in pitch black darkness. So, they didn't light any of the candles to make up for the broken lights. The crime scene had no lighting during the murder. The argument that Celeste had with Flintheart must have been what is this? Oh yeah, spontaneous. They weren't planning to have a conversation in this room. In this darkness, Flintheart wouldn't have had a lot of visibility. If he was stabbed from behind, he probably didn't see it coming. I mean, even if there was light, I doubt you'd see it coming if you were looking the other way, you know? That's how eyes work. He was clearly surprised and was probably in too much shock to run away. The bottle seems insignificant, but he was holding it when he was attacked. Maybe he was pouring a drink for himself. Or maybe it was for a visitor. Either way, the assailant must have been unforeseen by Flintheart. Kid? Or the assailant attacked him from his blind spot while his back was turned. Why would his back be turned, though? Was he distracted by something? Kid? What? What was that all about? Sorry. Sometimes I just get lost in my own thoughts. Yeah, well, cut it out. Freaking me out. Right. Anyways, you think you found everything you can here. You should move somewhere else. Okay. Upstairs time. If people keep seeing you here, they're going to start asking questions. Leave the investigation to me. All you have to do is stay quiet until the trial is over. She looks nice. Gothic. She looks goth. But not really, though. Yeah, I have no idea how to describe it. Oh well. I don't deal with women. I'm a turbo virgin incel, you know? While heading upstairs, you spot Steelwind having a conversation with someone. They seem to be in some kind of argument. Enough. I will. I should probably say if something tells me something's gonna... Enough. I will do as I see fit. You may be a Steelwind, but this is my land. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're the defense attorney from the trial. I am. I'm sorry, but... Who? Ah, how rude of me. My name is Lord Garrick Pierce, the ruling noble of this land. As the ruling noble, I suppose I should thank you for playing your role in the current trial. As misguided as it may be. Okay, screw you, I'm going to incriminate you. That was a violation, personally I wouldn't have it. I suppose that you also think my client is guilty? It does not matter what I think. This entire scandal has done nothing but rile up the common folk. Magic is a gift for the nobility and the nobility alone. It is a symbol of the aristocracy and our divine right to rule. And now that bastard child has tainted that symbol in the public eye. All of that has nothing to do with her. She's just an innocent woman who got wrapped up in all of this. Even if she is innocent, the charges have been laid and made public. Someone must take the fall, lest the public accuse the justice system of corruption. I mean, it is corrupt. The hell you on about? So you're saying she should be found guilty even though she's innocent? What do you suppose will happen if she's acquitted? All the public will see is a mage going free in spite of a myriad of evidence. That alone will be enough to cause public outrage. Tensions between the aristocracy and the common folk are high enough as is. What is one insignificant girl when compared to the stability of our great kingdom? Oh boy, I can't wait to take you down. That's enough. Stop antagonizing him, Pierce. He's like a child. He's 38. Ah, that's a nice expression. I can't refute what he said, but I don't agree with it. Huh? The system should be based on truth and justice, not public opinion. Then why are you working against... I can't read. Then why are you working against my client? Do you honestly think she's the kind of person that would kill her father? It doesn't matter what kind of person she appears to be. The evidence clearly points to her as the only possible killer. Sure. Well, you should fight according to your own ideals. Ideals. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Just as I will fight for mine. It's hard to get a read on that woman. There's a door at the end of the hallway. It looks like it's seen some use recently. You try to open it, but it seems to be locked. So, perhaps someone might have a key to enter it. There are several doors that lead to guest rooms. Aside from the rooms that you and Mr. Moore used, they don't look like they've been open for quite some time. Okay, whatever. Oh, candle. Look like they've been used. They used to be a part of the old architecture. Whatever. You return to the cell that Celeste is being kept in. The ambient despair in the air fills your mind like such a horrendous stench. You do your best to ignore the emotions of the other prisoners, but you haven't had much practice blocking out this many people. As you arrive, you see Celeste huddled down in a corner. As soon as she sees you, Dormood. You slipped, if only for a moment. Dormood. How? The D key is so far from the Y key. How? Okay. Okay. Oh, hi, Mr. Cuthbert. There's no need to address me so formally. Just call me Tyrion. Okay. Anyways, I came here to ask you some questions. Right. Oh boy. I wanted to apologize for freezing up like that. I almost lost us to trial. No, there's no need to apologize. You did great. Aha. It's only thanks to her. If she hadn't calmed you down, who knows what would have happened. But still, I don't understand though. Why were there traces of magic on my dad's body? Right, there were traces of magic on the sword and the body. Magical traces are particles of magical residue that are left behind when a mage casts a spell. They only linger around for 48 hours. Gives you a rough timeline of when and where a spell is cast. Did you cast Mage Blade on your sword the other day? I did. I cast it during my morning exercises. That explains why there was a trace on the sword, at least. Did the trace on my sword leave a magical trace on my dad's body? No. Magical traces don't exist in the physical world. For a spell to leave a trace, the spell has to be active when physical contact is made. Really? What does that mean then? Yeah, what does it mean? That makes no sense. It means that whatever killed your father had a transmutation spell active on it at the time. The magical trace on your sword was just a lucky coincidence for the real killer. I can't believe this. Could you tell me more about your father? Ooh. Sorry, I know this must be hard for you after everything that's happened. No, it's okay. If it helps, I'll try my best to answer your questions. Were you too close? We were. I'm sure you know this by now, but I was adopted by him and my mom. Even though I didn't have their blood, they treated me like family. He loved me with all his heart until... the accent accident? Until what? Does this have something to do with the argument they had? Sorry to say this, but I could hear your argument from my room that night. Could you tell me what happened? For as long as I can remember, my dad has hated mages. I'm not sure why, but if you even mentioned magic around him, he'd fly into a rage. So I hid my magical abilities from my family. But why even learn magic in the first place? If you really wanted to, you could have gone your whole life without using it. Ever since our tavern closed, my family's been in a lot of debt. I decided to become a mercenary and use magic to enhance my swordplay. Most mages are in nobility, so people will pay a lot for a sellsword who could use magic. So that's why she's a mercenary. Adorable. But I know now, learning magic is the biggest mistake I've ever made. On that night, my dad found my spell compendium. Yeah, compendium. When he confronted me about it, I finally came clean to him. That's when he flew into another one of his rages. He shouted at me. He told me that I betrayed him and his family. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how that must have felt. And the music is just playing away all happy. Man, the composer has no chill. Ah. I deserved every bit of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I knew how much he hated magic, but I learned how to use it anyway. He showed me so much love, and I threw it all away. Oh boy. Don't say that. I'm sure he still loved you. No. I could see it in his eyes. He hated me. And he died hating me. Oh. You feel a sharp pain in your chest as you see that thought. Wow. Yep, I felt it too. Yeah. So, there's a locked door in the tavern. It's at the very end of the hallway upstairs. The Inquisition, who might be Spanish, probably searched it anyway. Already. But I just wanted to investigate it to make sure. A locked room at the end of the hallway? I think that's my room. Do you know how I could get in there? It's the only room in the tavern I haven't investigated. Sorry. This is awkward. You feel a suspicious gaze from Celeste. I swear I'm not gonna do anything bad. What's that look for? I'm your lawyer. I'm not gonna do anything weird. Sorry, you're right. Here, you can use this key to get inside. Barred window. Even if a prisoner somehow broke through the bars, it's a 3-story drop down to freedom. They'll be free. From this world, anyway. Lit torches are hanging on the wall of the cell. Seems a bit irresponsible to put a potentially harmful item in here with the prisoners. But perhaps the Inquisition doesn't care. There's only one locked door that leads to the cell. The door seems to be locked by some kind of magical mechanism. Mechanism? Yeah. Can you tell me more about this? Okay. I didn't expect to find any artificery in a village like yours. Yeah, I bought it for my family to make their lives easier. But I think it just complicated things. Yeah, without an arcane power cell, those lights weren't very useful. Ooh. Okay, I'm just testing things out, you know, just you know. Oh, that's a strange sword. I haven't seen anything like it. Do you like it? It's a souvenir I got while I was traveling the Eastern Kingdoms. Wait, you've been to the Eastern Kingdoms? What? I thought Wyvern had a strict policy preventing people from crossing the border. Well, I didn't exactly enter legally. Ooh, okay. Don't tell them that though. You quickly glance at the guard of the cell. He doesn't seem to be listening. Please don't make such a habit of telling people that. You're in enough trouble as is. Yeah. Oh, man. I didn't expect that. She's still making the face. Okay. Mage Blade. It's a spell that magically sharpens my sword so I can cut through plate armor. When do you even need a spell like this anyway? Well, it's not just for plate armor. I can cut through all kinds of things with it. Trees, boulders, ballistas, fortified gates. It cuts through most of those things like butter. What? You start to wonder what about the life she led before this case. Okay, let's go. Use the key to enter Celeste's room. However, you're startled when you notice that someone else is already inside. Is that the mom? Yeah, that must be the mom, I think. Dang. Dang. I already told you knights everything I know. What more do you... Oh, you're Celeste's attorney. I am. Who are you? Oh, sorry. I'm Jolene McCoy, Celeste's mother. Damn. I was at the trial this morning, and she's 46. What? Okay. Man, mothers in anime are built different. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for my daughter. I can't think straight, man. What the hell? So this is Celeste's mother. She might be able to tell you more about Flintheart. Miss McCoy, do you mind if I ask some questions for my investigation? Of course. Anything I can do to help. Can you tell me why your husband hated mages so much? I understand that most people dislike nobility and associate magic with them. But that night, it's like he was furious at Celeste specifically because she was a mage. Oh, you must have talked to Celeste. I wasn't there when their argument happened, but I can only imagine what he said to her. Do you know what happened to him? Why does he hate magic so much? Celeste doesn't know this, but Flintheart had a sister named Effie. When we were all children, we were friends with a boy named Garrick Pierce. Garrick Pierce. He was the son of the ruling noble at the time. Wasn't that the nobleman you saw arguing with Steelwind? We were all inseparable at the time. He'd always sneak into town to play with us against his family's wishes. They probably weren't too happy about that. He was quite rebellious back then, nothing like he is now. But everything changed when Garrick began learning how to use magic. One day, when we were playing together, he wanted to show off one of the spells he learned. He was told not to use magic without his instructor there, but he was just too excited. He began showing us all of his spells, but something went horribly wrong. He lost control of the spell and fatally wounded Ifiu. Oh. And let me guess, it was swept under the rug. Okay. We tried bringing her back to town, but by that time, it was too late. She was already gone. I'm sorry, that must have been traumatizing for all of you. The next day, the Arcane Inquisition came to investigate what happened. The Pierce family used their influence to make them cover everything up. They even threatened Flintheart's family to keep quiet. After that, the official story was that Effie was mauled by a wolf. It's not surprising. The nobility would never take responsibility for their mistakes. 'Cause they're rich, I guess. Even an innocent mistake like that. Something changed in Flintheart after that. He began speaking out against the nobility. Eventually, he started hosting rallies at his tavern. Each night, more and more people began listening to his words and joining his cause. The amount of people he'd gotten under his banner was terrifying. There was even talk of an outright revolution against the kingdom. That might explain why someone would go out of their way to kill him. I knew how much danger he was putting himself in, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't quell the burning hatred in his heart. His attitude didn't even begin to change until he'd adopted Celeste. Can you tell me more about Celeste? How did she become part of your family? It all happened many years ago, back when McCoy Tavern was still open. We were closing one night, and we found a baby with white hair abandoned in the dining area. We waited weeks for her parents to come by, but no one ever came looking for her. And that baby was Celeste. Yes, Flintheart and I always wanted a child. I thought that Celeste might have been a gift from the gods. Did you try making one? The good old-fashioned way? The fun way? No? Okay. But one day I saw Celeste practicing her magic. I think that's when I realized that someone from the nobility must have abandoned her at our inn. I didn't care though. I loved her all the same. I'm sure Flintheart did too. Wait, you knew she was a mage all this time? I did. haven't known her for... You haven't known... What the hell? You haven't known her very long, but she's a terrible liar. Flintheart must have noticed too, but I think that he didn't want to believe it. It's my fault. I shouldn't have forced him to see the truth. I spoke with Celeste earlier. She thinks her father hated her because she was a mage. There's no way he would ever feel that way. He loved her more than anything in the world. No matter what, he said to her that night, nothing would ever change that. He figured as much. Celeste was the world to him. When we adopted her, it was the first time in decades I seen him so genuinely happy. Wow. Okay. They must have been really close. More than anything. Do you want to hear a story? Celeste had recently returned from her travels. She wouldn't stop talking about this foreign drink she loved. I think it was called lotus juice or something like that. Well, Flintheart did everything he could to have it shipped here. He called in a bunch of favors with some of his revolutionary friends. But in the end, he was only able to get a single bottle of it. Is it really that rare? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the only bottle of lotus juice in the region. Wait a minute. Lotus juice? Isn't this the bottle that Flintheart bought? You bring out a picture of the shattered bottle that you found next to Flintheart's body. It is! Oh no, he was going to surprise her with it. I found the broken pieces next to Flintheart's. Well, I found them in the dining area. That's strange. He'd been keeping it in our room so she wouldn't find it. Really? When was the last time you saw it? Right before I left the house that night. It was right before their big argument. So, it wasn't just laying around the bar. He made the decision to retrieve it after the argument. Alright, I think I've investigated everything I can for now. But there's one last thing I need to know. Well, whatever it is, good luck. Okay, let me just... Oh, I love that painting. Celeste brought that painting back from her travels. Supposedly, that woman is named Madeline Kipling. From what I heard, she runs a wildlife sanctuary for endangered species. I think the animal in this painting is called a Faykip. Celeste told me that she really likes them. That's interesting. We weren't even aware that these kind of animals existed. Fancy looking bed. Celeste had it custom made. Wouldn't something like that be really expensive? It was. I was really surprised when she returned from her travels. Apparently, she was making a lot of gold from her job as a mercenary. Wow. You and Flintheart must have been happy for her. We are, but I still wish she'd get a less dangerous job. Table with several chairs. Must be used for entertaining guests. In her room? Okay. I'm still surprised that Celeste is a mercenary. It's not the first job I picked to support my family. I think it fits her. She had a habit of picking fights with people when she was a child. You look awfully happy about that, ma'am. Oh, I did not expect that. She may be adopted, but she's definitely Flintheart's daughter. Okay. Sorry about what happened to Effie. Must have been traumatizing. I suppose it was. But these things are a lot more common than you think. Right. The nobility rarely takes responsibilities for their mistakes. Such a shame the bottle shattered. Flintheart was really looking forward to surprising Celeste. Probably his last gift to her. Too bad it became part of a crime scene. I heard you've been using artificery to light up your house. Yeah, Celeste was insistent. Honestly, Flintheart and I didn't see the appeal. But she was so excited to install it. We couldn't say no. It is a bit of a problem though. The machine that powers the lights always breaks. Okay, time to go. After I save. Oh, you're back! Did you forget something? Actually, there's one last thing I wanted to talk to you about. Oh? Earlier, you said something I can't let go. You said your father died hating you. After everything I've heard about him, I don't think that's true. Your father loved you, Celeste. Even in his final moments. You desperately wanted to reach her. If she keeps believing that he hated her, that thought will eat away at her for the rest of her life. You know that better than anyone. That's not true. He's just trying to make me feel better. But it looks like it won't be that simple. You'll need to win an argument against her if you want her to see the truth. Oh damn, bro. Okay. Let's start some beef. I know you're just trying to make me feel better, and I really do appreciate it. But everyone knows my father hated mages. He always hated magic. There's no reason behind it. Oh. Okay, let's get it over with, yeah. I don't know if it's in my place to say this, but there is a reason why your father hated magic so much. What? When Flintheart was a child, he had a younger sister. She was tragically killed by a mage decades ago. That's why he had such hatred for magic. I never knew. But that doesn't change anything. That's all the more reason for him to have hated me. Oh boy. It was selfish of me to learn magic. He knew how much he hated magic, but I still learned to use it despite that. Magic killed someone he loved. No wonder he was furious. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Okay, come on, calm down. What? You're not a selfish person, Celeste. And this proves it. Thank you for making me feel better, Tyrion. But But I don't see how that proves anything. Ooh, shoot. Okay, come on. Step up. But you didn't learn magic to benefit yourself, did you? You learned it to save your family after your tavern was shut down. That's... You're a good person, Celeste. You did it for that. You did it for the tavern, okay? And you did everything you could to help your family. I'm sure your father recognized that. Just shut up. What? Shut up! Stop it! Whatever composure Celeste had is slowly breaking down. You weren't there! You didn't hear what he said to me! In his final moments, he could only think of how I betrayed him. I could see it in his eyes. There's no way he would ever forgive me. Oh boy, okay. Final moments, right? Final moments. Okay, yeah. Take a look at this. What? It's a shattered bottle. Wait, is that lotus juice? Do you know where I found this? On the floor of your family's inn. What? That can't be true. I tried to find it, but no one sells it in this region. Your father knew how much you loved this drink. He called in quite a few favors, just so he could have it imported for you. But what? He did that! Your father didn't hate you, Celeste. Okay, now this is the best music for this mood, okay? This is good. This is good. He loved you more than anything. That doesn't change anything. If he did that all for me, it was because he knew about my secret. I'm sure he never would have done that if he knew the truth. That's not true at all. What the hell do you know about him? You never even met him. How could you possibly know how he felt about me? Do you think I want to believe he still loved me before he died? But I know the truth. There's no way he would ever forgive me for what I did. It's not just a fact he bought that drink for you. It's also where the bottle was when it shattered. What do you mean? Your mother said that the bottle was stowed in her room before your argument. When I found the shattered bottle in the lobby, where his body was, I ran into him before I went to look for you. He was going upstairs to his room. That can only mean one thing. He went to retrieve the bottle after your argument ended. What? Why would he have it? It was because he was going to give it to you, Celeste. He was going to give you a gift to apologize for how he acted. Oh boy. He was going to apologize? Your father loved you, Celeste. And as tragic as it is, he was going to try to apologize to you before he was murdered. I don't like this. My daughter, working as a mercenary of all things. Oh, come on, Dad. You know I can handle myself. I don't doubt it. But you still shouldn't have to risk your neck for our sakes. They closed the inn, Dad. We won't be able to survive unless I do this. Just be careful, Okay. I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to you. No matter what happened, no matter what anyone says, you're our daughter. And we'll love you till the day we die. Dad, how could I ever think that? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Dad. Oh boy. Okay. Celeste had barely been keeping it together throughout the whole argument, but the realization you brought her to finally broke her. What the hell is this English? Finally broke her composure. Wait, is it my dumb brain? Yeah, probably, whatever. She began crying loudly. She quickly embraced you in this cold, dark place. She probably hadn't felt warmth of any kind for days. You were caught off guard and felt a little embarrassed, but you comforted her while she vented her emotions. Yay. Are you feeling better? Yeah, I think I'm okay now. I can't believe I've been thinking such horrible things. She looks at you and gives you a warm smile. It's probably the first time you've seen her genuinely smile through this whole ordeal. Since this whole ordeal started. Thank you, Tyrion. Is everything really going to be okay? I'll make sure of it. I'll get justice for you and your father. It doesn't matter who stands in my way. Even if they're a man, king, or god, or a woman. Wow, you're completely different now. What happened to that nervous wreck from before? Forget about that. Please. Aw. Anyways, take some time to rest. The trial is going to start soon. With that, you've done everything you can for now. You learned a lot about what happened the night before the murder. The night of the murder. You just hope it's enough. But even with your investigation, you still don't know what the prosecution has planned. Well, it was getting a bit long. It's pretty nice. It has some quality to it, a few typos here and there. Like tavern. But it's still pretty nice. I must say, it does have a lot more behind the scenes. I'll give it that. Like the lore. It's pretty nice, yeah. It does have some love and care in this. Like an actual system, an actual lore, backstories, history. And yeah, it's pretty nice. And the rival is not a complete, jerk. I have a worse word, but I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for watching my playthrough of today's playthrough of Tyrion Cuthbert. If you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.